I'm Peter Gailey, your personal information management coach. Today's tip is around your phone. Your phone is a critical part of your, obviously, communication with the rest of the world. But if you have a smartphone, an iPhone, any of the new Droid phones, Google phones and whatnot, these are really, really powerful tools. They're actually pretty dangerous tools as well. But what I want to do is I want to teach you how to tame the day-to-day luge as it relates to that phone and eliminate some risk and give you some simple tips that will help you manage the day-to-day luge. So it depends on what kind of phone you have and what kind of applications you're using, and certainly what kind of data you're using. But personal information management is resident within your phone. You have an address book, you generally have a calendar, you might have notes, you've got applications, you've got data that's on those applications. Excuse me. This is all critical data. It's personal data. You certainly don't want to have it stolen or misplaced. So my first tip on your phone, as it relates to your phone, is by all means utilize a security code before you do anything on that phone. So go into your settings, make sure that when you pick up your phone, you have a blank screen, you hit the first button to make a call, look something up, you get that security screen and you log in. A little bit inconvenient, take you a couple of seconds every time you pick up your phone, but trust me, you don't want to have anybody else have the ability to get into your phone. Now, 1111 is not an access, that's not a secure password. 1234, not a secure password. So pick something that's obscure and use it. In other words, lock it up. Lock that data up in your phone. That is the most important tip that I can give you. Secondly, back up your phone on a periodic basis. I have an iPhone, and I'm thrilled with it. I love it. One of the things that they give you the ability to do with an iPhone is when it has to be obviously recharged and repowered. I have several options, but basically two options to be able to do that. I have a cord that I can plug into the electrical outlet with the cord that goes into the phone that'll power it. Or I have that same cord that I plug into my system and into my phone and it'll power it. So periodically, every day, every other day, every third day, whatever, depends on how much usage I have to repower that phone. Well, why not just plug that into your system and resync that to your system? Okay? You recalibrate your data, you're dropping your address book back and forth, your calendar back and forth, okay? Any kind of touches, any kind of web application updates. Back those up on a very regular basis. Crazy stat, 19% of the people in the world drop their phone in the toilet, okay? There's all kinds of crazy things that happen to phones. I've got statistics that I'll put on my website and put out some blog posts and whatnot on some of the crazy stuff that happens to phones. But everybody loses a phone. Phones die, they crash, they get wrecked, they get lost. It's really, really important that you lock down the data on your phone to tame the day-to-day luge in your life. This is a security play. I personally have about 7,000 contacts within my database that I have on my phone that I can pull up on demand. I don't want anybody else to have access to that. I have a pretty secure login on my phone. I know a really dear friend of mine has 15,000 contacts. That's his life. Obviously, you can get access to email. You can get access to your websites, web browsers, and whatnot. It's a communication vehicle of choice. So be careful with your phones. Make sure that you've locked them down in a secure manner with that original logon so nobody else can get to your data. And then back it up on a religious basis. I suggest you back it up at least once a month. Once a week is better. Maybe every other day is a good idea. But why not, when you're repowering, why not just plug it right into your system, let your system power it, and auto back it up at the same time? I think that's great advice. I think it's very important that you manage the day-to-day luge in your life and you eliminate your risk by backing up your phone and securing your phone. I'm Peter Gailey, your personal information management coach. Stay tuned for more tips.